And we back. This is my first and maybe last attempt to go from 0-82 to 82-0 in NBA 2K23. It's super simple. We randomly select a team. We turn that team into the worst team of all time, and then eventually turn it to the best of all time. We're running with the Indiana Pacers today. It is a fantasy draft, and the Pacers have the 10th overall pick. So we have 1 year to go 0-82, and then we got 3 years to turn that same roster to an 82-0 team. And there is no foolery. I don't know who we got the 10th overall pick, but we must play our best players in this 0-82 season. I can't make, oh my God, it's Ja Morant. I can't make Ja Morant twist his ankle and make him miss 82 games. I have to basically get rid of him. We also have Jalen Green, bro. This is crazy. He's too good. You know, he's too good to keep on the roster because I know for sure that even if it's Jalen Green in a bunch of 70s, he will get you at least one game. It only takes one game, y'all. So this is about to be really interesting to see how I can turn this team to 0-82. Because I'm going to be honest with you, just tried this a couple minutes ago. I won the 4th game of the year. I thought I had a team. There's Zion. I had a team where the best player was a 75. And we won a game early. So, like, it's going to be extremely hard to go 0-82. I'm just letting you know that now. So we have to really, and I mean really, really deplete this team. I'm trying to dump Ja Morant off to a team that I think won't be good. Their picks aren't very valuable, but their team is not very good. And I don't think they give me 5 first-round picks, but this is my starting point. I got 5 first-round picks for Ja Morant. And I want to show you their roster. And you tell me if I just got finesse, because I don't think that they was good enough. Now it's Ja, Cat, Wendell Carter, and then some stuff. They got some young dudes, so maybe they'll be good in a couple years. But right now, I feel like that pick is going to be good. Only time will tell, but we had to get Ja off the team anyway. And getting 5 first-round picks for him, it's pretty good. I love that. Dyson Daniels is one of those dudes that 2 years down the line, he's going to be doing crazy stuff. I've already seen it in videos before. I'm 100% confident that's a really good pickup. Trading Jalen Green is going to be tough. I mean, this trade looks pretty good. We get a what seems like good first-round pick and Bradley Beal that we can turn to somebody else in a couple minutes. So, yeah, we'll do that trade, man. Jalen, I hate to see you go, especially in a challenge like this, but I have to let you go. My goal is to get as many first-round picks as possible because when next year come around, we going to need to be moving those picks. And hopefully we win the lottery. I haven't even looked at the draft classes yet. Hopefully we win the lottery and get some guy that can be on a rookie contract and help us win a bunch of games while being cheap. We'll take Pascal Siakam in there. Actually, let's take a look at this draft class real quick. Deion Townsend is the #1 projected guy. It's number 6 according to NBA.com, but everybody else got him number 1. We haven't scouted them, so I don't think these are real. But if they are, that's the first overall pick. And not a great playmaker at the shooting guard position, but like if he can shoot this is the best 3-and-D wing of all time. Like that's what that's looking like, especially compared to the other. Okay, this guy looks pretty solid too. 6'1" point guard, 8 3-point shooter, below average playmaker for his position, but great perimeter defender too, and can get to the basket. I don't know. I mean, I'm already looking at the future picks, which is funny, but it's the way it goes. I'm just gonna build the rest of this team, and then or deconstruct the rest of the team, and I'll just show you the final product. Our team is Jordan Goodwin, Dyson Daniels, Wendell Moore Jr., Jackson Hayes, James Wiseman. These 2 people are scaring me because they're solid. But we got Chris Silva, Jalen Johnson, Jordan. Okay. We're not supposed to win a game. Is this team bad enough to never win a game this season? I might trade Jackson Hayes low-key. He might still be too good. I'm trading him for Kendrick Nunn. All right, moment of truth. Let's get to simulating. If we could get through the first week losing by 100 points per, great. This is great. We're not gonna win. I hope. Oh my God. I hope we don't win. So it's time to go out there and start. What? Bron just won Defensive Player of the Year at 38. He finally got it after complaining every year about Marc Gasol getting that one in 2012, I think. He finally got it. That's so old. He got 2 blocks a game, though, and almost 2 steals. Shout out to him. Zach LaVine versus Donovan Mitchell. 7 seed versus 1 seed. And the 1 seed won. Okay, that makes sense. Zach LaVine led a team with the 1 seed and won a championship. Paul George on the side. Also, Bam. We traded them Bam, didn't we? I'm like 80% sure Bam was on our team at one point. Was that the last video that we failed? That I scrapped because we won a game? Or was that this one? I have no idea. I guess we're about to see what our picks are projected to be. Oh my God. I have 5 lottery picks? So every big trade we did, not every, majority of the big trades we did, we won, y'all. Are you serious? We're going to end up with the first pick, the second pick, the 6, 7, and 10, 14, 15. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. We about to go crazy. All right, looking at this mock. This guy's projected to go first. That's the guy we thought. He's an 80 overall, which is cool. Is there anybody else? Dave Bing. We might trade every pick after the first one, bro. You know what? No, that's not true. We should at least use 2 of these picks. And maybe it's 1 in like 7. I think that number 2 pick can make us get something really good. I don't know what that is just yet. But if I try to throw these younger players in one of them, come on, man. Come on, Jaylen Brown off rip. I think I could go get one of the top 10 players in basketball with our draft picks right now. I think it's I legit think it's a real possibility. Our guy's a shooting guard, the guy we drafted first overall. So I would love to have Ja Morant back. What if I gave you this Knicks pick instead? All of this is not good enough. I wish that we could throw James Wiseman in this trade low key, but we can't. Dyson Daniels, I want to keep, which is crazy to say. Trying to trade for Giannis, but like, anybody but Dyson Daniels. Like I've seen him in simulations before. I know how crazy he is. Let's try Nikola Jokic. They say no. We're gonna do this for every single superstar caliber player in the NBA until someone says yes. And it hasn't happened. Two down. Like 7 more to go. I don't know how many players we classify as superstars. Joel is done. Oh, snap. Did I get finessed? Number 2. It was like number 2, number 7, number blank, blank, blank. Joel Embiid is on the team. And he fits because he's only 29 years old. And remember, this is basically a 3-year challenge at this point. That's really good. Now, you could say, Kenny, you gave up so much for Joel. You probably could have gave 1 or 2 of those picks to somebody else to get somebody else. You're probably right. But we got Joel Embiid. And I'm not mad at all at getting Joel Embiid. So that's a dub. I'm also going to trade my first-round pick for next season. I'm turning this team to a playoff team. They don't know that, though. So our pick is valuable. I could go get the 3rd overall pick right now and get Brandon Ingram, too. Or Pascal, or Shea. I think Shea is the right pickup, because he's only 24 and he's gonna age, getting better and better. He's gonna be 90 plus overall by the time we're ready to try to go 82-0. So I'll do the Shea deal. Thank you. And they gave us the 8th overall pick too. So we have a hypothetical big 3, but Shea, I love you, my boy. But I got to do what I got to do. My goal is to win 82 basketball games. And then 1 more of our picks from 2025. And Tatum is not there. I'm going to trade for Aaron Gordon and Malik Monk, right? That's a good start. Then we go throw Aaron Gordon and Malik Monk together real quick and get something else. Wendell Carter holds value to not just our team at this moment, but he will hold value to whatever team Tatum on. I forgot already. And then Pascal too. So we're going to use Pascal and Shea and the 8th overall pick in the trade finder first, but then if nothing comes through, we'll try to go get Tatum. I mean, the trades are crazy. The trades are absolutely crazy. All of these trades are worth doing, in my opinion. Well, not all of them. Some of those trades are definitely worth doing, but we're not gonna settle unless we get a second superstar that's currently one, and that's in my eyes, in this moment, is gonna be Tatum. We give them Shea, we give them Pascal. They got to make up 30 M's. I didn't really think that far through. But Klay Thompson's not really a valuable player anymore. We'll give you 8. And then 1 more pick. Pick's not valuable. Man, I'm trying to think big brain here. I'm going to trade last year of deal Pascal for Jaren. They want a second. We could do that. We're going to trade those 2 players for Zion and Domantas Sabonis. And then now we do this last trade with this 8th overall pick if we get Shea back. Great. So now our team is Embiid, Zion, and Shea. That's our big 3, plus the guy that we're drafting. All of these dudes are locked up for years and years and years, and we're going to definitely have to do something to make the rest of the team work as far as financially and having a competent roster around them. But we did not get that second superstar, but we do have young Shea and young Zion who both could end up being that. If we play our cards right, we're going to get Deion Townsend to come to the team. Thank you. Averaged 27.5 in college, I guess. This guy has Jimmy Butler's ceiling or Matisse Thybulle's floor. So he's a go-to defender, even though it don't say that. We'll take him. For the small forward position, we'll take that. And then I think we got some seconds. We don't care about those. I'm not thinking into this too much. That's fine. We got Zion jumping up 4. Shea's jumping up 2. Dyson jumps up 4, which is great for us right now. And then the rest is the rest. We still got a few more trades to do going into this season. I think we can be a contender if we just make the right moves. But I'm liking what we got. We just need steady progression and for Joel Embiid not to regress. Because if he's starting to regress, I might have to throw him into somebody else, make him somebody else's problem. That's for future me to figure out. Okay, let's go get us a small forward, because right now our best small forward is Amir Coffey. And I definitely like Amir Coffey, but not enough to make him my starting small forward. But we do have James Wiseman's contract, and he's going to have to hold some value. And then even Taurean Prince, who I signed with the mid-level. So we use those two players in this Bucks pick because I think the Bucks are going to be solid this season. And hopefully we get Franz Wagner fits perfectly. Another young player that we're praying for their progression. But even if he doesn't progress, he'll always be valuable. He's last year Lonzo Ball. I'm going to trade for Lonzo in the hopes to get him to re-sign. Y'all know Sims Lonzo is crazy. So we're going to move Shea to the 2 and then move Townsend to the 3 because he's 6'7" with a crazy wingspan. So the start lineup after we get rid of all of this stuff is Lonzo, Shea, Townsend, Zion, and then we got Embiid. The bench is still a lot to be desired, but this is not the year that we're trying to win a championship anyway. First game is a loss. But dang, Embiid, do your thing. K-Wall, who are you and why are you taking so many shots? I was the guy we drafted 14th overall. Right. We need him to be a stud too on that little contract. We didn't get Rookie of the Year. That's fine. Bradley Beal won 6th Man of the Year. Yeah, we traded him away and he's the best 6th man in basketball. That's all right. All right, so we ended up winning 69 games, so that's nice. We should have some people in All-NBA, so we got Zion and Joel Embiid All-NBA, so that's beautiful. Where's my rookie team player? There he is. He ended up averaging 13, 3, and 2, but was pretty efficient for a rookie, shooting 51% and 38% from 3. That's amazing. And he gave us a steal and a half-ish a game. I feel pretty good about his future. The goal is not to win a championship. If you do, you do. But the goal is to go 82-0, and we're not really close to that. We might win a championship though. I mean, that would be quick to go from 0-82 to a championship. That's a challenge in its own, but that's not this challenge. Do we have any lottery picks this year? No. We have OKC's pick that is 22nd, and that's pretty much it. We traded away that Milwaukee pick and ended up being 17th right outside the lottery. So I don't feel too bad about this year. I ain't even look at the draft class. I wasn't really thinking about potential rookies. But in a challenge like this, rookies are important, so we will go to the draft. We will not trade this pick away. Yeah, we won't trade this pick away. That's what I'm saying right now in this moment. I will trade up though. I'm trading up to the 8th overall pick. Don't even know what's in this draft class. Didn't even look. I didn't even know if anybody's going to be scouted. But I wanted to get... Oh my gosh, class sucks. All right, so I'm just going to trade the pick actually now. The class is bad. I'm going to try to trade for the 5th overall pick guy. Great. He's a point guard that can shoot. That's all I really need. He's 5th overall pick in this year's draft. Here he is, Tim Webb. He's coming here. He's a 93-point rating, and that's all I really care about. Even though he got a good ball handle, he don't pass much. I just needed a good backup point guard outside of Bones Highland because I think Bones Highland might be a little bit too expensive for us this offseason. Oh, this guy he played last season, the guy that we just traded for. Okay, so he's not even a rookie, and he got a lot better. Whoa, that's pretty good. Okay, so great. The guy we were looking at was not the guy we traded for. So we got 3 90-plus overall players. Lonzo's still getting better. We re-signed him. Townsend jumps up 6. He's got 22 bags, a 2-way, 3-level scorer. We got this guy coming off the bench, bro. Whoa. I mean, yeah, he was really good for Cleveland last season. I can't believe they traded him to me. Dyson jumps up 4. Our guard rotation is kind of nice, bro. We're going to have to trade Bones because now that this guy's here, Bones at an 80 overall is too high to be a third string. And we don't even have a backup center outside of Brandon Clark. So we're going to try to splash for a backup big. Because I'm thinking about an 82-0 team. We need to have like top-end talent. I'm thinking like an 8-man rotation. And having a top-end center will help a ton. But Bones is only making $4 million. And then we pair that with the $5 million. Like this is nothing. $10 million? We're for contracts. It's not going to get us somebody really good to come off our bench. At least I don't think. I'm gonna quickly take a look around the league, but I don't think so. Now, I was thinking center, but what if it's Franz? They say no, but that's why we got this Bucks pick. Oh, 1 pick. I mean, Bones and Brandon Clark are very good players, but we just got Franz Wagner for basically nothing. And one of those 2 players is coming off the bench, Townsend or Wagner. I would rather start Townsend because we invested a lot in him with the 1st overall pick. But if Franz take the spot and he playing better, so be it. Dyson Daniels feels really good in this spot. I'm kind of looking at Franz more of a backup 4 because I think K-Wall is going to be real solid. Now, he is only looked at as a shooter, so maybe we move him later on. And he's not even a great shooter. I thought we drafted him as a defensive player, didn't we? Yeah, he gets steals, I guess, but he's not really that good of a defender. But I'm looking at Franz as a backup force. Overall might even drop once I do this. It does. That's cool. I'm gonna make sure they all got secondary positions though. Cool. Okay. So now I actually do need to get a backup center. The next season is the one that we have to like go get it. I'm going to trade these two. I'm not gonna have the money to bring them back. I'll bring Sengun, sure. All right. So now we have a good 9-man rotation, in my opinion. Walden fell out completely. That's okay with me. Hopefully, oh my God, I was gonna say hopefully we win about 70 games this year. We lose the first game of the season. Like, are we being for real right now, y'all? I don't know how many games we won. But here are all the awards if you cared. Okay, so we 73-9, which is great. I really wanted to try to trade for Evan Mobley, bro. I really did, but he's up there now. I wanted to get rookie him or sophomore year him. Because rookie him would have helped us win a game, and we're not trying to do that. Are we going back to back when it comes to championships? Next year is our year. Like, that's the last chance we get to go 82-0. So this is the most important offseason of all. I honestly think the first offseason is the most important one, because that's where you really like stack the pieces for you to get to that point. We end up winning the championship back to back, so that's a dub. But this is the year, man. It was supposed to be. I don't know if it actually will be. I was hoping that somehow we had a pick, but we don't. I think that Knicks pick we traded for once upon a time, but now we don't have it. We had the 29th overall pick in this year's draft. Not good, as you know. 29. I'm trying to trade ball brother for ball brother here. This is our last year, so I don't need any of these picks left. I will be crazy to let these picks sit here. And Lonzo's not that guy yet. I mean, compared to his younger brother. I mean, 95 versus 88. So that's what I'm doing. Even though we love Lonzo, this is the last year, so I got to go balls to the wall and try to, get as much value as I can, even if that means trading for Darius Garland, who's just a little bit better overall, but he is better at the end of the day. Or maybe Ja. Nah, if we couldn't get LaMelo, we definitely wasn't getting Ja. Tyrese Halliburton is here. We're going to do this trade. I don't know if Tyrese is going to stay, but he is only 25, so he should be getting better. But I traded for him because he's a higher overall, and that might help us get the next guy. And I don't even know who the next guy is. Townsend is taking over as the for sure small forward. Franz didn't get better. That's okay, though. I can use him as a trade piece potentially. There's a lot of assets right now. So I didn't make the big trade, but I think we can with Tyrese and Franz potentially. There's some combination of those dudes is going to be good enough to get us there. It's our last hope. All right, it's time to try the LaMelo trade again. We need to make up $8 million, which is perfect because Dyson Daniels makes about that. Oh, you're really going to do that over the 1M? All right, that's fine. We'll also give you Luke Kennard, and then you give us back your cheapest player. This is what we're doing here. And that's... All right. Don't let's not overreact, Kenny. We'll give them Cam Thomas as well in this hypothetical fake trade. They love their roster. They think they're a championship contender, which sucks because that means that they're not going to give us LaMelo Ball no matter what we give them. That's the new untouchable nowadays. So it's unfortunate. Oh, it's not unfortunate. The 3 firsts on top of it. We got LaMelo, Joel, Zion, Shea. I can't even think right now. And then Dion. That's big. That's big. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Shea. Love you. Like legitimately, everybody know, or not everybody know, but if you've been around the channel, oh my God, full star value. If you've been around the channel, you knew that the first time I ever watched Shea play, I became a fan. This is his rookie season, Summer League. I became a fan that moment, that day. Mess with you, my boy. I promise you I do. But some things have to be done for our organization. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's not going to be Shea because of the contracts. I mean, it's not going to be Luka because of the contracts. But if we can find somebody making about 40 M's that's better than you at that moment, I have to do what I have to do. No, that's not happening. Unless I try something ridiculously insane by giving him Franz Wagner as well. They got to make up 11 million. I know for sure they got 11 million over there because I'm looking at it right here in DeAndre Hunter. No untouchables in this universe. We only got 4 first-round picks, and they are not valuable because they're our picks. They are not valuable. Dang. So we won't be getting Giannis. All right, we won't be getting Giannis. But Shea, Shea, you might be safe. Like, I'm not even joking. Everybody has to get thrown in the trade rumors eventually when you come to this organization. Because we have one goal, and that's to go 82-0. I don't even know why I'm looking at Trade Finder. Trade Finder is never going to give you something that you're really interested in. That's what I figured out. Zion? Like, look. Like, come on, man. That's the only trade we got with Zion Williamson in it. Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, it's 1 overall difference, so it's not anything. But at least I know there's a world we could get Luka. It just takes Zion and Brett. What if I did Shea and Brett? Will we get the same offer popping up? Nah, not even close. Okay, not even close. But I was just curious. Old LeBron is here. 40-year-old Bron. I legit might trade for 40-year-old Bron because he's still really nice. I mean, we could get Tyrese back. 40-year-old Bron or Tyrese, what do we need? Our guard plays pretty good if you ask me. 40-year-old Bron to come off our bench is insane. I'm going to trade for 40-year-old Bron, bro. Just cuz. He ain't gonna hurt. He's LeBron James. And we get a high-value first-round pick in that 40-year-old Bron. Welcome to the team. Now use that Clippers pick and Shea. Oh, only 1 offer. Dang. I thought we just did it, but we didn't. Okay. Is this lineup in rotation good enough to go 82-0? It's not very balanced, but we have LaMelo, Shea, Dion, Zion, and Joel Embiid, and LeBron James coming off the bench with Brett Wright. Wright? Where did I just get Wright from? Stewart, and then Wall. Is this team good enough to do the impossible? If you're new around here, I've tried this challenge at least 1 time every season of 2K, and I have never been able to successfully achieve it. I'm looking at a trade like this and being a little excited because, like, though LeBron is dope and cool and all, maybe it makes more sense to get the value of having a deeper rotation. Like, this trade right here, as far as rotations go, look really good. It looks really good, bro. I'm trading LeBron. I think we need that depth a little bit more than having LeBron for the storyline. So I had to do that trade, and I think I'm trading Tyler Hero to somewhere else. I'm kind of panicking a little. I'll be honest. I'm kind of panicking a little bit. I like Jaylen Brown's game better, even though they're the same overall. So I'm going to go get Jaylen Brown. I think he's more versatile, especially on the defensive side. So that's pretty easy for me. Now, the only problem is we got these 3 first-round picks left and not much to do with them. I can try to flip Jaylen for like an extreme product here because Jabari and Brett don't really have any value, mostly because they're still on their rookie deals and there's not much to say there. So I'm going to try that. Actually, no, I'm going to do the Shea thing one more time. With these newfound picks, I'm going to try the Shea trade options one more time, $38 million. And I also, in this hypothetical, give up Bari. And that's only under one circumstance, and that circumstance is that we end up with Luka. And we need an extra player. Okay, great. I thought that was because of contract. I was about to say, dang, contract still don't match. So you give us an extra player. Great, is Royce O'Neal. So we got this Magic pick. Oh, they're a championship contender too. But hey, we just did the LaMelo Ball trade with a team that thought they were championship contenders. Come on. Let's get this done. It's not gonna happen. I just spent the last 15 minutes trying to put together an extra trade. It's just not there. This might be our lineup, man. This might be our team. Unless we're trading Townsend, which is one of the few players that I didn't even try. The dream is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. The dream is still alive. Let me fill out my rotation real quick. Let me fill out my team real quick. The dream is still alive, baby. I forgot that we could do this. We're gonna make... Did Chris Dunn just say no to me? There we go. Karis LeVert is making about $4 million a year. That's huge for what we're trying to do. So you throw that $4 million with iHeart's $2 million, that's $6 million. And if we could get a single player that's making around $6 million, like this or like that, that's $6 million. And it might not make sense, but it will once we complete our rotation in a couple seconds. We got 2 extra people. That's $15 million in contracts that we didn't have a couple minutes ago. And if you look here in the trade finder, that $14 million in contracts can get us Dyson Daniels back on the roster or, you know, something like that. So I mean, we're in a solid spot. We don't really have a backup wing or a backup center unless you count Mo, who we just got in that trade. But we're still a little ways away. I'm still working on it. But I think we can squeeze just a little bit more value out of some of the stuff we're doing. So now we're trying to find like a near star player that's making not a lot of money, like Jaden Ivey. But we're looking for like a small forward or a center, I guess. So not like Jaden Ivey, but in that mode. It might end up being Jaden Ivey, man. We just moved Jaylen Brown over to the 3. So we give them Obi Toppin, we give them Franz Wagner, and then we give them a pick. And it can be just that simple. This is what the team looks like. I'm even gonna make sure my star players get even more minutes because this is the final battle. LaMelo, Shea, Jaylen Brown or Townsend are both 90 overall players. I guess it doesn't matter. Zion, and then then Joel, of course, Townsend, then Jabari Smith, Brett, and then Jaden Ivey. That's the roster. We get to simulate it. 0-82 to 82-0. Here we come. We are 2 weeks in and still have not lost a game. That is a great thing because we definitely have the reputation of losing in the first week. And I think we might even be getting out of the first month, ladies and gentlemen. We are 14-15, 17-0. Okay. I'm feeling okay. We're about a fourth of the way through the season, if my math is right, and we still have not lost a game. And it hasn't even really been close. Our average margin of victory, I mean, our point differential is 36.4. Like, there's not even anybody even close. Not even close. This might be the year. After 6 seasons of however long it is of trying to go 82-0, we're almost at that point. We're 35-0. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. We have not seen a game that even looks remotely close. Like, oh, well, that's a 5-point game right there. Now, that's a... No. This is the team we've seen in the finals. This is them. They beat us by 4. In a game where Shea and Zion both had stinky games. Even Joel Embiid, that's a stinky game in my personal opinion when we're trying to go 82-0 and you pull 82-0. I'm telling you, bro, I've said it many times before. 82-0 is impossible. I've never done. This might be the best roster I've ever constructed. And as you can see, we didn't even make it to the All-Star break without catching our first L. So it's rough, man. And I would deem it impossible. For me, at least. I mean, I guess there are people on YouTube that have done it. But for me, I'm just not up to par with the other guys on the platform, I guess. I'm not him, man. We're 56-7-1, which is great. If we go 81-1, I'm going to be pissed. We tried so very hard to get Luka. Did not work. And he wins MVP. We lost 3 games. 97-3. 97-3. I mean, we'll take it. Indy, we got Joel. I'm just so depleted right now. After about 2 hours of filming and still not getting the challenge done. I'm depleted, man. Hey, it is what it is, though. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And maybe this 3rd championship in the row, as we show no shenanigans as always. Hopefully this, maybe that's why we ain't been able to go 82-0. There's no shenanigans. Hopefully this 3rd championship makes it. I'm leaving. I'm done.